the freedom of a call. An infinite storm of nothingness. The sky above the clouds and rainbow, nothing has a deeper word. I gave up hope, but I'm not going to be lost to my heaven if this is hell. I'm gonna crawl. I want the freedom of call. I want the freedom of call. Hold that faith that is made of steel. Hello, hi, microphone check, 1 2 1 2. You know what it is, you know what to do, you know what time it is. Don't check your watch. It's Crazy 8's, Guilty Gear Strive, run the set, I am 5. Let's get it. Yo, Grim Joe, thank you so much for the sub. Listen, guys. I'm hyped, man. Can't wait to call these games. Got an absolutely stacked bracket. Exclamation bracket if you want to see who's in the house tonight running these sets. Let me actually pull my bracket up so I can give you the names. Starting off this evening for your placement matches is going to be Raiden up against Vasantres, Deluxe versus Clueless, Override versus DXD, 2, Extra Trashy versus Flying Dutchie. Now, 6 out of the 8 names I am familiar with, Extra Trashy and Flying Dutchie. New names, new faces, same sets that are about to be absolutely ran. So we just want to get these players in. I hope you're having a lekker Thursday evening wherever you are at. If you are interested in checking out that Marvel Token beta over this weekend, it should be dropping tomorrow morning at 9 o'clock South African time. Should be running, I think, up until Monday, 9 o'clock, roundabout, same time. But yeah, we're definitely going to be running them sets for Marvel Token on Sunday evening. I'll post those details tomorrow during the course of the day. I also need to change the scrolling banner text, which I've just noticed is displaying the absolutely incorrect info. Dear Lord, I'm going to hide that for like 2 minutes. I'm going to update that real quick. But otherwise, guys, how are you doing? Because yeah, it is cold down here in Cape Town. I'm lying here with a beanie, thick-ass jacket, thick socks, tracksuit pants on. Yeah, I'm trying to keep warm, but hopefully these sets are going to light a fire under all of our asses this evening because, man, are these guys some absolute killers that are in this bracket tonight. I just want to go up and spectate. Spectate starting from the next match. Coolio. I must also angle myself reg. Sup DXD? Oh, you know what, Grimjo? You guys can have the cold front with the greatest of pleasure, remember, because I'm over the cold now, bruh. When I wake up, it's cold and wet, and I go sleep, it's cold and wet. Like, I'm tired of cold and wet. I was telling my wife, yo, baby, you know what, no? I'm born in winter, and I love winter because, like, I grant dressing warm, I grant hoodies, I grant sweatpants, you know? This is my vibe, beanies and shit. I love this shit. This is me. My wife is a summer baby. She's born in December. I'm born in the heart of winter, which is July. Birth was like 2 weeks ago. So like, this is my time of year, you know? I grant this time of year. It's like, cold, liquor, can wear Timberlands, get to wear all my sneakers because in summer, I can't wear sneakers. I'm just out here in Havianas or Kaalvoet. But I was like, you know what, baby? I'm with you on that. I can't wait for summer to get here trend because holy, the last 2 weeks have been unholy levels of cold. This is that biblical cold that destroyed all. I was gonna say something, but then my brain melted because I was like, who am I gonna offend if I say that? And I'm not trying to offend anyone. So maybe I should just say that when it's biblical levels of cold, you know, the cold is from the heavens and it's definitely gonna freeze everything. 100%. The, the, f- the cold got to my brain. Let's just go with that. But yeah, man. Um, last night I was kack sad though. We couldn't run the Street Fighter sits, so I was moving to bed early. I was moving to sleep, and because I am like a perpetual night owl, going to bed early for me means that I'm gonna wake up in the middle of the night thinking that it's time for me to get my day started as per normal, and yeah, I've been up since some ungodly hour because I don't normally go to bed at like half past eight. I haven't gone to bed at half past eight since maybe 1991. So now you guys can do math in your head and wonder like, okay, this is but our vampire. Why does he look so young? If he lost me into bed at half past eight in 1991, that's a long ass time ago. Yo, Clueless, no stress, do take your time. Easy bells. Listen, whenever it comes to a Guilty Gear stream on Run the Sets, I'm always prepared to go until the ungodly hours because you guys have absolutely no time management skill. Guilty Gear players want to go final game, final round, each and every match from the rooter to the tutor. Now, what must I do? Must I now adjust my life schedule because you guys don't want to go sleep? I know how the thing go. You don't have to. Vasandra is on the way. No stress. All good. Take your time. I know that once everybody is here and we start lighting the campfire of sets that are going to be run, we are going to burn the whole place to the ground and we're going to just keep on throwing more fire wood onto the fire and we need to improve. Absolutely. That's why we play fighting games. Fighting games is the one thing that you can do and you can get better at over time. And you can actually take that thing that you do with fighting games and apply it in real life because, you know, you overcome adversity. You start out, you know absolutely nothing about what you're doing. And then little by little, through this continuous forward momentum that you generate, because like it's like dropping something from the highest point, man. Like when you drop it, you just go, you just keep going. And that's playing fighting games. There's no bottom. You just keep going. You just drop. It's like you just fall. You just keep falling forever, because just when you think you've reached the pinnacle of your skills, you learn something new, or you'll see someone that did something that you weren't potentially ready for or didn't know of, and then you're like, "Holy shit! I didn't know that was possible." And then you go into the lab to try and figure that shit out, and then you just like keep getting better. You just keep getting better. That's like ethos for life. That's why I love fighting games. Listen, it is what it is, Raiden. You one of them people that go final game, final round. You get that final game, final round buff. You know, you keep the nasty shit for the last round. You know, the tick and the movement that nobody was ready for. But I'm yapping way too much. Let me do what I was actually supposed to do. Guys, don't get me started, please. Don't get me in the yapping mood because when. Okay, cool. Wait. Let me type. Okay, scrolling banner is officially fixed. So how the thing goes when you on Crazy 8's for Guilty Gear Strive, we play one round of placement matches that is first to two. So it is a race to the finish. It's a sprint. So your tire laces, you're gonna get on your marks, get it, and then you win, and then you go into the winners bracket. And when you're in the winners bracket, then you play first to three. Then it's like final game, final round, fight for my life. Oh my god, I'm dying. You're gonna join me on Avatar, dude? I'm probably only getting Avatar on Monday because I don't want Avatar to get in the way of my Tokon training arc, which is happening this weekend. Like it's dropping tomorrow morning 9 o'clock, and I am super hyped. I don't know if you guys saw the Blade trailer, right? That Blade trailer is basically Nago in a Marvel costume. So, as a Nago main myself, nothing gives me more joy than seeing the character that made me fall in love with modern Arxis games in another modern Arxis game. Listen, I understand, bruh. I completely understand. Tag games, ain't you think it's not really a traditional tag game? The auto wall breaks, it's not auto wall break. It works the same like Strive, where it's conditional. It's not gonna auto break. You have to trigger it with a certain string, and there's a specific move that you need to do that will break the wall. And then also certain stages don't have wall breaks. You will have a stage transition like you do in Strive, but the purpose, it serves a purpose. The stage transition is to unlock your other characters. So you are incentivized to transition the stage to the next one. Listen, guys, a lot of what is happening in Token has the DNA of Strive in it, right? The Gatling system exists there, instant air dash is there, the combo routes that you guys are familiar with, punch, medium, punch, kick, heavy, light, medium, heavy, traditional Arxis formula, it exists there, right? But where it starts to get into its own thing is okay. The latest version of the game is completely different from the two closed betas that I played, right? And where it starts to really become its own thing is how it approaches tagging. And now they actually incentivize you to tag. In the two previous betas, there was no incentivization to tag. It was a 1v1 with 3 assists. And that is the way the game can be played. You can pick one character and become absolutely a master of that character. Holy shit, my mic is peaking. Let me drop the volume on that because I don't want to blow you guys' ears out. Like I was saying, okay, now my mic levels is a little bit too soft. Let me just choose that a little bit more. There we go. So, like I was saying, you can just play one character. Like if you just want to run Blade and run it, cool, because you don't lose a character when you lose a round. It's not like fighters. A character is not eliminated when you lose a round. You always have access to all your characters. The only caveat is that whoever you select as your point character stays your point character up until you unlock all 4 and then they start to rotate. So whoever you then finished the round with, who is in that point position, that will then be the character that you transition into the next round with. And if my memory serves me correctly, I think it's 3 rounds to a game. And all your characters share one life bar. Listen, Doom, they've changed a lot about that game, and you can go and watch Max's videos on it because Max has really done a great job of documenting the information as well as the functional system changes that has happened. But I mean, if you don't want to watch Max's video, you can go watch Ruffelmonger's video as well. I think he also did a breakdown. Sejam also did one. Sejam popped up in my feed with like early tips for Token Beta. So Arxis, Sony, and Marvel are really doing the most in terms of onboarding all the big content creators in the FGC space to be the poster children for this game. And Mac. Who is Mac? Max obviously is the godfather of fighting games and fighting game content creation. So he's the one that will have the largest audience in terms of appealing to the widest demographic, and then CRZY is more in line with. I always get this confused because I know my son calls me an elder millennial, so I'm going to assume that CRZY will appeal to Gen Zs and whatever comes after millennials. I'm not hip to all that. Which generation do I fall under? I just know, as far as fighting games go, I was there in the land before time, in the time before time existed. I learned to DP when I was age 7. I stood on a crate, couldn't reach the sticks. I also didn't know that Street Fighter was a 6-button game until 1996. And I started playing Street Fighter in 1991, so yeah. For 5 whole years of playing Street Fighter 2, I only played with light punch, heavy punch, and heavy kick. I did not know there were other buttons. Granted, my opponents were playing with the same buttons, so we made do. But when I found out that Street Fighter is actually a 6-button game, I didn't know what to do, because how do I play this game with 6 buttons now? I've only ever been playing with 3 buttons, and the 3 buttons were in a triangle, and now my whole brain is thrown off. But yeah, gotta taste the free sample before committing the $70. Real. I agree. But listen, I tasted all the free samples that were out there, and I can tell you that just like you committed to Strive, whatever price you paid for Strive. Listen, I bought launch edition Strive, and I bought launch edition Strive not only on PlayStation, but I also bought it on PC, because we didn't have crossplay in 2021. So when we started running tournaments for this game in 2021, we had to run tournaments 1 week PC, 1 week PlayStation. And that's how we got here. Sup for Santrez. I need to get my scoreboard up. I've been yapping. Scoreboard. Yes. Reset score. These are placement matches. And I need to pop that there. Where have I hidden the formula? No, that's gonna make it go away. Leave it there. Yeah, that's the perfect spot for it over there. I should actually start the tournament, eh? Maybe that's a good idea. Maybe we should click the start tournament button. There we go. I can confidently say, guys, after almost a month and a half of running tournaments, I'm starting to get the hang of Start GG. I'm really proud of myself. I no longer feel like a fish out of water when I start working the system. Cool, it looks like we're about to get that first game underway. It is looking like we're sticking to the day ones. Oh, wait, no, that's not Unica, that's Kai. So, Geo's boots, as we know, aka Raiden. Are we ready? 100%, bro. Run the set. Run the goddamn set. Make my day. Go ahead. Switcheroony update. Let's go. You guys can hear the game audio. Please let me know in chat if it's the perfect volume or if I need to boost that just a smidge. You know what? I'm going to give you guys a touch of love there for the game audio. Man, this color on Kai, though. Here we go. Round start dash. 6p into shenanigans. Early burst on the side of Raiden. But the IAD for the opener. Get some of that damage off the ground. Airfloat shenanigans took a 2D into the stun edge. Santos playing the game of patience, but Raiden, no such patience on their side. Spinning Darky does not get to the wall for the break, but we get the throw at the wall. One mix-up situation here. Oh, what the... Vasantri is spending that though. Vasantri is not being stingy. to spend resources to stay alive. Staggered pressure off the dash up 2k. The RC to make the stun tip safe, but the tap, the 2p to close out round number 1. Man, look how beautiful this stage is. Also, when it comes to any game that CRZY has full creative control over, I'm fully behind that. Why? Because Guilty Gear Strive was the first game that CRZY was able to release by themselves and have full creative control over after being a hired gun for so long. Like, you guys don't understand how much this game means to them. And I said this the other day that I forgive them for the neglect towards this game, because CRZY is a really small studio. Like, I don't think people understand how small of a studio CRZY is. I think like CRZY have, I don't know if their numbers have increased in the last maybe 2 to 3 years, but I think when I checked last year, their total number of staff for a fighting game development company, they are like less than 350 people. Do you understand how skilled and highly efficient they are to produce this level of quality in terms of not just visuals, but audio and mechanics as well? Granted, like a lot of Strive's things is... Oh, shit. Vasantres went to Unica. Now you know it's up. Now you know it's time for business. Raiden put that man on notice, and Vasantres, I mean, put her on notice. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm not used to having female fighting game players running these sets on the regular, so my apologies. The Street Fighter community doesn't have any females that I know of that play the game. The Tekken community, there's definitely females. There's Fearful Harmony, there's Villainous. I think Rusty Joe is probably the only multi-game fighting game player. She plays Street Fighter, she plays 2X KO, she plays Tekken. I don't think she's dabbled in the anime fighters at the competitive level. Maybe she does on a casual level, but like Guilty Gear is probably the only game where I will have a bracket and there will be multiple female participants. So please excuse my muscle memory. Vasantre is now trying to get the party started here, but Raiden pushes back to the corner. Does have 50% tension available. Should they choose to cash out? No, we go for the full... Okay, you know what? Just take my entire rant and throw it in the bin, because he spent 50% tension. 2K, 2D, gun dipper into the corner, tap dust, red RC, break the wall. Sandra is trying to get a game on the board, trying to create a little bit of a cushion and some breathing room, but Raiden said, nah, hold these boots. These boots are made for stomping. And that's just what they'll do. And one of these days, that spinning dog kick is gonna get to you. And it's all absolute lies, because Vasantres is whooping ass right now. Oof. Damn, what a RC Vasantres. Filling a cell. In a bag. Ooh, the BRC tech on wake up to snipe out the transition shenanigans. The PRC make it safe. We bring you down to the ground and air out the laundry. Vasantres puts a game on the board. See what I said? See what I said? Y'all have absolutely no chill. Zero. None whatsoever. I know that we are going to be potentially until 11 o'clock, maybe 12 o'clock this evening, and that's fine, because you know what? I took a power nap. Haha, joke's on you. I came home from work and I took a power nap. I don't know if power naps work, I'm going to be honest to you. I don't know also how much of a power nap I got, because I think I barely fell, drifted off, and then my wife was like, hey baby, Got the stream. I was like, shit. Felt like my soul was just getting into that deep, you know, healing sleep. Ooh, the Gundapper. Damn, keeping the block stun pressure with her daddy's electricity. Just borrowing the lightning. Damn, what a 2D. Not 2D. 2K. Just interrupting. Big. 5H into the corner. 2S 5H loop pressure. Hold this. Yep. You needed to get out of that corner, but not gonna work. Vasantres is locked in this evening. Vasantres leaving absolutely no button presses unchecked. Okay, micro dash. They're looking a little bit worse for where you're in the HP department. Gets clipped again by the DP. Oh, the fast RC float shenanigans. Okay, you're gonna need to keep it real clean. Unlucky rubber ducky. Yo, we need to get some emotes for the channel, right? We ain't get emotes for the channel yet. Wait, the channel is almost 2 months old. So yeah. That is Basantres moving on to the winners side of the bracket, taking their placement match 2-1 over Raiden. Cool. Next up, it is going to be Deluxe versus Clueless. Man, this is an absolute banger. Holy shit, this is potentially a grand finals, winners finals match scenario here. Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. Yep. Big Clue in the building. I don't know if Deluxe is still on the bed, man. I know that Clue is playing Kai, so we just had the daughter, so now we're gonna get the father, the family affair. Stay winning. Let me join the room. Give me a second. Take your time. No stress. Don't rush. You're not grand final potential? Listen, Clueless, I have the tapes. I've seen you make it to winners finals. Don't pretend like you aren't nice like that. Just because you only picked up Strive recently doesn't take away the fact that you have OG Guilty Gear DNA rooted, you know, deep in those fingertips. How many of y'all started playing fighting games in the arcade? Curious to see. Deluxe just be playing whatever. Okay. I don't think I've seen Deluxe play a character other than Bedman on CRZY. It's maybe like outside of tournament. DBFZ was your first. Okay, it's not a. That's a great first. Damn. Strive is your first. It's not a bad first. Like holy shit, you guys got bangers for first games. But then again, like Street Fighter 2 World Warrior in 1991 was a banger as well. There was nothing like it at the time. It completely revolutionized everything about gaming. What's up, Ida? Yo, that getting whooped for coming back late story, I resonate with to the fullest, Gramjo, because I was telling someone in the African Battlegrounds, which is going to be like the home of the Tokan conversations for all intents and purposes, but I was telling someone in the African Battlegrounds chat, like, King of Fighters 94 dropped. And I was outside for that shit, right? And before King of Fighters 94, I'd never seen a tag game. All the games I'd play were 1v1. Now, the thing about King of Fighters that drew me in is the game that stole my heart away from Capcom fighting games was Art of Fighting 1. And I was I love Art of Fighting 2 so much. So much. It was such a big step up from Art of Fighting 1. Not just graphically, but mechanically, systems, all of that. And the character that I fell in love with in Art of Fighting 2 is Takuma. He's the father of Yuri and Ryu Zakazaki, and also the mentor and master of Robert. So they train in what is called Kyokujin Karate, right? And for some other reason, in King of Fighters 94, they were Team Mexico. So I walk into the arcade on that day, ready to go and have my usual run at Art of Fighting 2, and I see everybody huddled around this cab that is next to Art of Fighting 2, but I can't see the game because everybody's huddled around it. So, me being a little bit shorter than everybody at the time, I wormed my way through the crowd, and I eventually get to see what is going on. And the one guy's playing Team Japan, which was Kyo Kusanagi, Benimaru Nikaido, and Goro Diamond. And the opposing team was Team Mexico, which was Robert, Rio, and Takuma. And I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is this? Why are Takuma, Rio, and Robert all on one team? What game is this? And I just stood there. And I stood there and I stood there. And I went to the arcade straight from school. The idea was that I was just gonna go to the arcade. I was gonna jam one game, and then I was gonna go back home because all I had was 150 cents. Games were 50 cents at the time. If you went to the arcade, you needed a coin. It was 50 cents to get in. TLDR, I came home that evening at 7:30. My mom was on the verge of reporting me missing because I'd left for school the morning at 6:30. Now, as a mother in the 90s, growing up where I grew up, there was a, I don't know if we should call him a serial rapist or a serial killer, but the story is about the station strangler. So the station strangler was doing shit at the time. Like kids were going missing in my area, being found under bridges, sodomized, etc., etc. And my mom did not see me since 6:30 this morning. Now, for context, I used to attend school 30 kilometers away from where I stayed. And I used to travel by myself. Nobody else, just me. Used to get in a bus at 7 o'clock in the morning, travel all the way to Cape Town CBD from Mitchell's Plain. And then in the afternoon, I would get in the bus again and then travel all the way home, solo dolo. And then I would get off in the town center. And then I would go to the arcade. It's called Yum Yum. And that day, King of Fighters was released in the arcade. And my ass fell in love with King of Fighters 94 that day. And then my mom fell in love with my ass because she put belt her ass. And boy, oh boy, I had some trouble sitting down and standing up for a couple of days. But it's all good. We used to stand at the arcade anyway, so I didn't need my ass. Let it be known, I done stood up straight. Had me like this in the arcade because I couldn't move. My ass was bruised for days, battered, absolutely destroyed. You want to talk about clapping cheeks? My mama clapped some cheeks, boy. Oh yeah. But I was back at the arcade the next day. That shit did not deter me. I was in love. You see what love do? Love make you do stupid shit. I'm still in love with fighting games. Damn, now you see now I gotta pull out a calculator. Now I need to figure out like how old am I really? Because goddamn. I've been playing fighting games since 1991 and it's 2026. How long have I been playing fighting games? So I just want to let you guys know that whoever your significant others is or your partners is, they gotta know that this shit ain't never going away. It ain't never gonna happen. I didn't even think that I would be streaming fighting games. 36 years and counting. God damn. Why is my alarm going off? I don't know why I have an alarm set for 20 to 8 on a Thursday. I don't know what I'd been doing because I haven't worn my watch in ages. I randomly found my watch this morning and For some reason, I have an alarm set for 20 to 8. What life was I living where I needed to be reminded to do something 20 minutes before 8 o'clock? I've been playing. Listen, I'm a boomer like that, man. That's why I said, you know that meme when they show Gandalf? I was there 3,000 years ago. That is me. I was there 3,000 years ago in the time before time. What up, Deluxe? Okay, we're gonna get our second placement match under the way. Underway. I'm green. That is an absolute lie. That is a smurf. Clue really out here smurfing. I know Clue ain't green.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed
2,000 years in the future. Raiden got jokes. Is he rocking the green Kai skin? Because that's what he was rocking the last time we were here. Yeah. I like it. I like it. We need more color diversity. Deluxe really be out here. Is that a off-purple Bedman? Oof. Yeah, you don't want to get hit by that overhead exploding. Yep, that thing there. You don't want to get hit by that shit. That shit is plus as a motherfucker. He is green for an amazing reason. Listen, yeah, Overact, do you know something that we don't? The Beyblade gets the toenails clipped. Deluxe with the first round on the board. Now, the thing about Deluxe is, like, Deluxe will start, like, at this slow, methodical pace with Bedman, and, like, the longer the rounds go, like, the more chaotic the Bedman gameplay starts to get. Okay, we are locked into the error state. Locked into this corner now. PRC to make the pressure safe. Damn, gets clipped with the overhead. Smack through the wall. One touch scenario here. More than enough health for trade. Ooh, Daya Ikla. Foudre Arc. Yo, guy's voice actor be doing the most though. The Japanese voice actor. But one of the things people always say, if you think the Japanese VA is good for this game, you need to listen to the Korean. And I just think to myself, like, I'm not changing the whole game's language just to listen to the Korean VA. But I respect it though. I love the Japanese VA. Like any fighting game that I play, the first thing I do, change the VA from English to Japanese. You know what, guys? I just made a discovery. I'm fluent in Japanese.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Metabots and GGST. Listen, Grimjo. Listen. If Oxus Works made a Metabots game, I buy that shit day one. I'm selling an organ, a testicle, a finger. I'm giving up some body part because, and also, I'm never playing Metabots in anything other than English because I'm in love with Mr. Referee. Get ready for another exciting Raw battle! Mr. Referee was the highlight of watching Metabots. If you are in here listening to me yap right now, you need to watch Metabots. Metabots is some gangster shit. Iki Tenryo and Metabi? Holy shit. A Blaze Blue crossover. Listen, that's not something I'm against, brother. I can see it happening. Ichigo, also not out of the realm of possibilities, but also impossible. Why? Because Bandai Namco and Arc System Works Don't sit around the same fire, brother. And oh, what a bait. God damn, that was a delicious bait if I ever saw one. Damn, that man took your burst and your soul. Yep. Jump slash, jump slash, jump slash. If it didn't work again, jump slash. Wait, one more time, jump slash. Batman is a tricky character to play against. Holy shit, what did I do? Oh no. Cool, 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 cool. Deluxe. Okay, your third match for this evening, placement side for Guilty Gear Strive number 8 on the run. The set is going to be Override versus DXD2. Yo, Override. I need to know, since the last one you played in, bro. I know you played first to 10 versus Raiden. I don't know how much work you've been doing, but there's a different format. I know you're a Nago player. You're most likely going to play against a Testament. And DXD's keep out game is some of the nastiest in the business. I hope you know that Nago is going to struggle to play into this matchup. So you are going to need to find ways to get in. And you're going to potentially start feeling feelings that you may not have felt before in this game. Yep. Okay. I respect it. If Raiden is putting a feather in your hat saying that you're making progress in the right direction, then okay. I also love the fact that you are not being deterred by the players that are at a higher level than you, and that you are actually joining these tournaments, whether you want to or not. Oh, okay, we on the Queen D, but damn, I thought I was gonna see a Nago in here. You know what? I respect it. I'm a Potemkin main as well. You know what? Override, you a man close to my heart now, because I am a Nago main and a Potemkin secondary. So the fact that you are a Nago main and a Potemkin secondary as well, you are cut from the same cloth as me, my dude. Yeah. Vasandris, I think if Override manages to find and work his way around the ice floor and use Hammerfall as well as Slide Head and maybe a little bit of Mega Fist as neutral skip tools to get in, and then start using 6K into Garuda Impact. I don't know if he's got Karas on deck yet, but I feel like that's the way I'd approach this matchup as a Potemkin player. Okay. Yep. I like that. Ooh. Spacing the flick a little bit too close. You want to use the flick when you see the ice fish or the lava fish. Yeah, when you see that fish on screen, yep, that's when you want to use flick. You don't want to use flick otherwise. Also, when she does Michael's sword, you could counter Michael's sword. God damn, Potbuster. All this goes for the RC. For the 6H into the Heat Knuckle. 2K2D, you gotta layer the pressure. After you do the hezzy on the Hammerfall, you gotta go for the 2K2D. That's your setup. That's your main way of getting into Garuda Impact. 6K Garuda Impact, 2K2D, Hammerfall, Slide Head. You can probably flick Ice Wall. No idea. Oh, big 6H. Oh, well-timed Slide Head sniping out the Ice Fish. 6H pace bowls. Listen here, guys. I have a filthy clip of me doing 6K into Garuda, into Potbuster RC, into Heavenly Potemkin Potbuster. I'm gonna put that clip in the group later. I felt disgusting after I landed that. Honestly, I took a shower. That was filthy. It's absolutely disgusting. Nobody should get hit with that. Oh, looking for the bait burst. There is the XD. Damn. Can kill you? Dude, if you have 2 bars and you land a pot buster, you must go into Heavenly Potemkin Buster. Override? Override. As a pot main, it's about sending a message, my friend. You need to let them know that the skies belong to you. You got to hit them with the emotional damage. Did she get the timeout?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
100%. You must be one with the glue. Where's the people that were saying this is rough for Potemkin? Because Potemkin took that first game. Oh, we got the wings of revealing light. And DXD's got the setup down though. Like, it's so disgusting. Okay, the wings have popped. You are dead. GG, shake my hand.
Slap. Duel 2.
Man, this colorway on Dizzy is gats though. She looks so elegant and majestic. She really do be looking like I run the shit. I rule these countries. Damn. Oh, a little bit late on the confirm on the 6H into the heat knuckle off the RC on the pot buster. Nice, gets sniped out with a big 2D. The floor is ice. We pop the wings of revealing light. The swordfish burst into the corner. Ooh, damn. Oh no, you got a kill. That man was. Oh!
Let's rock.
Pot backwards is top. Ah, deluxe with the bars. Bars. Yo, DXD saw his life flash before his eyes, and DXD's like, oh! DXD's like, nah. I can't let this Potemkin do that shit to me. To me, dog. Big me. I mean, you can still get it off a pot buster if you've got 100 tension deluxe. Like, you still die if you have anything less than 40% health or less. You still die off that interaction. Pot buster into PRC, they're dead. You got shot by the Nightbot. Nightbot took your ass out. He used to be able to PRC the startup of Heavenly Buster. No! Shit! Yo, I gotta tell Nightbot to cool down. Nightbot be flagging people, flagging shit here. Chat moderation.
Duel 2.
Okay, you should be safe now, Vasantris. I told Nightbot to cool off. Nightbot was a little bit too aggressive. So was Deluxe's Deluxe your fault. Deluxe got you sent to the naughty corner. the easy pressure with the forward walk with the back jump. Yo, over that, I think you might be a Potemkin man and not a Nago man. Listen, Deluxe, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do to make sure you get ahead. And that is going to be it. DXD2 turning up the heat and the pressure, making sure that they keep themselves on the winner's side of life. Yo, over that, I think you were Potemkin, man. I don't think you were Nago, man. Compared to what I saw you do with Nago, comparing, what you did with Nago to what you were doing with Potemkin, you definitely a Potemkin man, dog. 100% a Potemkin man. Okay, lost. In our placement matches here this evening is going to be Extra Trashy versus Flying Dutchie. No idea who these players are. I've never seen them play before. No idea which characters they are playing. So your guess is as good as mine. Also, you guys need to invite me to the cookout because I be looking for Strive games sometimes. And then like when I check the WhatsApp chat, ain't nobody home. So you gotta let Unk in the building, man. Gotta let Unk know where the cookout is. Because I do be trying to get some games in. Which Discord, bro? It's a FGC. Oh yeah, I'm not in that Discord, dude. Okay. I got you. Okay, cool. No worries. I got you. I'll join the SAFGC Discord again. I haven't been in that Discord for some time now. But if that's where the games are, then that's where I must go. No, I don't need a link for it. I know where to find it. It ain't that hard to find. Good old Stretcher Rooney. I was in that Discord for years, dude. The first Guilty Gear tournament I ever played in was run by a buddy of mine. Damn. The override got shot. Pa. Nightbot be putting in the work. Nightbot is like, yo, die. My people stay strapped, bro. My people out here on patrol. No flagrant fouls. No unregistered behavior. Y'all gonna get checked in these streets. Oh boy, what did I do? Okay, I didn't do anything. I just tapped the USB cable to the ring lights and I thought the Holy Spirit was in the room with me for a second. Yo, can you guys tap or at? Let me actually open up this code. Yeah. I have no idea where they are all Can you guys maybe check if they're in the SAFGC Discord? Honestly, I've never seen them. I don't know where they are. They're not in the room. Okay, cool. Um, so how did they sign up? Oh shit! Did I keep the mic? On my other 5. Oh shit! I apologize. Give me a second. Okay, now am I still robo fiving it up, or am I back to normal? I was wondering what goddamn cable I clipped. You see, when I stretched, I extended my limbs, and my limbs might have clipped something. Fine now, sweet. Okay, now we need to solve the mystery that is extra trashy and flying Dutchy. Appreciate you, Cheese. I see you looking for them peoples in there. Have you guys seen them in the SAFGC Discord? Because if they're not in there, then we'll just have to DQ them from the bracket. Is what it is. I should be able to message them via start.gg. Give me a second, dudes. Start.gg. Extra trashy. Just move my microphone. Mm-mm-mm. So they did click on the start.gg link to confirm that they have accepted the invite. I did message them on Start GG. The 100% they did sign up last week. So, um, look, if they can't make it, then is what it is. I can remove them, but then we just need to check if Monarch and Pain can run the set this evening. Because then we can just sub them out and get the other people in. Just add Pain quickly. Yeah, I also just at Monarch asked him, I've come to bargain. Hit him with the Dormammu mix. Speaking about Dormammu, did you guys see the Avengers Doomsday trailer that dropped like 2 days ago? Yo, Pain is in. We got one. YBP added. Okay, wait, hold on, 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 hold on. Oh yeah, Star GG doesn't allow you to just change names because people register with actual profiles and their stats and shit is tracked and logged. Everyone is here. Listen, Vasantres. How dope and ridiculous does RDJ Lucas Doom? Like when he does that all. It's like shit. It's my childhood coming alive before my eyes. Take my money, Marvel. Like, guys, one of the reasons why Token is also just hitting for me in a way that no recent Marvel game hit is because in the 90s, the thing that made me fall in love with Marvel was the X-Men, specifically Wolverine. And Wolverine is just, it's one of my goats. If there's a fighting game with Wolverine in, then yeah, I'm into that shit. And the other thing that sold me is when they put Savage Hulk in. I'm a big Hulk fan. Listen, I'm a grappler fan, firstly and foremostly. I'm a grappler fan. I love playing grapplers. But when I saw Hulk looks like a Potemkin and Z Broly love child, I was like, I'm sold. Just take my money. And then they announced Blade. And Wesley Snipes as Blade in the 90s was some peak shit. That scene where he walks into the club and he done slaughter everything in the club and like it's raining blood in the club. And then he walks out like nothing happened after he smoked the entire club and like the soundtrack to that movie as well. It it just hit. It just hit. So when I looked at the roster of potential characters that would make me want to buy this game just off how cool they look alone factor. Savage Hulk, Blade, Carnage, and who was my fourth? I can't remember who was my fourth. But even Captain America in that game, holy shit, White Bread has never been that saucy. Like, I know they made Kai cool in Strive over time, right? Like Kai got cooler the longer that Strive was on. Yo, Katsu, we chilling, bro. We chilling. YBP, we waiting on YBP. Yo, Cheese, any word from Monarch? Get a sip of my juice. 100% D. YBP, and I know Monarch said if family commitments doesn't lock him down permanently, he's also keen to sub in because, yeah, I don't know either of them. Bracket problems, not bracket problems per se, just two people that we are unfamiliar with did sign up and we don't know how to reach them. We can't find them in the WhatsApp. We can't also find them on the SAFGC. August can't play. All good. Nah, look, it's all cool. What we can then do is the following. Once YBP is in, I can just advance one of them as YBP's tag, and he'll get the pass into winners. And then whoever the person is that went down to lose, we'll just advance them into the next stage of the tournament. Easy peasy. As long as we get one, it's fine. We don't need to. Katsu came into the stream to chill and watch y'all are dragging Katsu into playing tournament. And listen, Katsu, I'm not against it. I'm trying to advocate for you just having a chilled evening. But if you want to throw them hands, be my guest. It looks like they do. It looks like they do. God damn. It's all good. It's all good. It's all good. You guys almost had him. Almost. Let this forever be remembered as the day that you almost. Can we wait a while? How long is a while? Because then I can get the Japanese going while we wait. Okay, YBP says he's joining. Okay, while we wait for that, I have some questions, a line of questioning that since we are now, are we 2 months or 3 months into Strive 2.0? Let me check. I need to get my facts straight here. Strive 2.0 release date. April 9th. April, so May, June, July. Yeah, so about 3 months. How do you guys feel about the current state of the game? Meta, characters, balance? Let's hear. Yo, Monarch, all good, all good. No stress, dude. Damn, I gotta shave. My beard is in that weird ass place where it's not long enough to shave, but the regrowth is starting to make my face itch. And I hate that part of having a beard. And also, I don't like have You know, the goat ass growth of a beard. My beard, like this year, grows fully. And in this year, grows like someone pulled a prank and like shaved patches of it off. So I will never be one of the people that will have a full beard. Like, I so much wanted a full beard. It's like one of the things I really wanted as well in my early 20s. I used to see homies with the full beards, like, you know, just like that full luscious ass beard that sits here. But then again, the homies that had the full beard always had the receding hairline, so that's like that's a wild trade-off to make. Because when I take this off and I untie my ponytail, my hair is super long. Like, this is how long my hair actually is. So like my hair is like here on my chest right now. So there you can see. I am good friends with my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. Yes, I am. Yes, I am, bro. Yes, I am. Also, I've been gray since I was 23. Like this ain't new. This ain't new, gray. This ain't new. This shit done been here for a long ass time. For I've been gray for about 20 years. But yeah, this is like how long my hair actually is. My hair is like, yeah, there, that's my hair. You know what? So the point I was making is all the dudes that had the goat ass beards. Yeah. And this is my hair after 3 or 4 days of not washing my hair because it's like super cold and I don't feel like washing my hair because I keep the sides clean. I nearly killed the mic as well while it's not clean right now because it's winter. Because if you take the sides off, then this part of your head gets absolutely cold. Like this part of my head that has all the hair is like warm, and then it's just like the cold breeze just cuts through here. So nope, ain't trying to have none of that. We do have some sits we can run. Yep, you know what, guys? I ain't played this game in a minute. YBP, if you in the room, holla at your boy. You gonna catch these unk hands. I'm gonna play tonight. Give me a moment. Let me tie this shit back. Yep. Give me a second. Oh, I'm playing Slayer? Alright. Let me just move my keyboard out the way. And then get the hitbox nice and center. And let's see if we know how to play into that. Seems about right. Let's get it, man.
Are you ready?
Am I ready? Best believe I'm ready. I don't normally enter my own tournaments, guys.
Knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves,
But
they blame the beasts, heaven or hell.
also should probably take my watch off because I hate having restricting things. Vampire and vampire violence. Let's go. Man, look how cool Slayer's drip is, dude. I wanted a beard like that. That is the beard I'm talking about. Instead, I got long ass hair like Nago.
Let's rock.
No stress, Katsu. No stress, dude. We. Oof. We'll take those. Show the kids how it's done. Nah, I don't think so. You guys are doing a fine job keeping this game alive and well. Wait, YBP is gonna play Chip now. Watch this. Watch this. YBP is gonna play Chip. The characters that you see the characters that I hate the most as a Nago player is the characters with hypermobility in this game. And Chip, oh my lord, YBP has this disgusting setup
Duel 1.
with a trick rope.
Let's rock.
Where's my dust button? Oh, it's there. Cool. Uh-oh! Hold! Hold! No! Don't die! Connection, please! Damn it! That man is fighting the ghost of Nago's past. Okay, we gotta wait for him to come back. Okay, we'll wait. Did he DQ? No, don't say that. I don't think he DQ'd. I think maybe his connection just died. DC'd. I was like, don't say it like that. Don't say it like that. Okay, I'll queue up here. We'll wait. I was like, damn. I know in Strife Season 1, I made a lot of people rage quit with Nago because Nago's damage is absolutely stupid. I also had a godlike 5k. Like, that's the one button I miss the most as a Nago player. Out of all the buttons and all the things they took away from him, if they give him his ability to convert off 6H, and if they give him his 5k back, his OG Season 1 5k, listen, then the Nago boys are eating good. But Nago boys are eating good right now. Let's be honest. Nago is in the best state he's been in since Arxus threw him under the bus after Verix won Arc World Tour. And even at Evo, Verix's run with Nago, god damn. That was a hell of a loser's run. No! Get clipped. The wall. How do I deflect shield in the new version? I know it's not called the circle back dust anymore. How do I deflect shield?
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Back kick plus dust. Thank you.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
No! I was just about to say that's the other thing I don't use enough. Banzai! Chip's meat again is criminal. Oh no! Damn, hit me with the Beyblade! Should be dead. No! Damn it! Like the animation is cool. Like I like when it lands. It looks really cool.
Are you ready?
Can live a long and happy life. Ouch. Ooh. And you get the OTG? Disgusting. Whoops.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
He clipped from there? Ah. No! I grabbed nothing but air. GG's. Sneaky ass character. Is what it is though. Okay. I need to do this. Cool. Let's get that there. Report score. GG's. I haven't played against Chip in a while. Man, that was just placement matches. That was just placement matches. What's the time? Half past. Half past 8. Okay, so it's gonna be me versus overriding losers, Raiden versus Clueless. We are gonna keep the action moving. The winner's side is gonna be Vasantres versus Deluxe. But yeah, Counter Blitz. When they showed it in the trailer, it looked really cool, right? I cannot find a practical use case for it. I can't think of a scenario where I'm using Counter Blitz to set up anything that's beneficial. I haven't also seen any pro players get a lot of mileage out of it either. So it's just maybe like one of those mechanics that might be undertuned. Maybe in testing it served otherwise. Maybe in testing when they had a look at it, it was a little bit too overpowered, so they toned it down for the final release of patch 2.0. And coming back to the conversation that we were having about 2.0, is that I feel that the game is in a very, very healthy state, possibly the healthiest that this game has ever been in. It really does feel like a lot of the tournaments come down to player expression and matchup knowledge instead of characters giving players a clear advantage, because that's what you saw towards the tail end of season 4 and 3 with Jack just being like a complete menace with Happy Chaos. But Happy Chaos was like a problem since Happy Chaos dropped, and the fact that Happy Chaos went unchecked for as long as he did, like everyone else around Happy Chaos got nerfed. And I don't know if it was the whole argument that he's a I was gonna say he's a highly technical character to play. He's hard to pilot in terms of setting up the reticle and then using the ability to set up clones and the role. But the fact that he was able to keep his turn is what made Happy Chaos criminal. Yeah, dude, Jack is cracked at the game, period. Not just at Happy Chaos. Happy Chaos was just the vehicle. Oh shit, whoa, whoa, whoa. God damn. I'm getting my Japanese on. Thank you for letting me know that I'm a spectate. Danko, danko. Cheese. Yep. Dude, absolutely agree with you, Vasantres. Absolutely agree. Jack is a great player who found a broken character. And I do believe that if Umisho didn't find a soul, we would have seen Umisho dominate the entirety of competitive Guilty Gear with Happy Chaos, because she showed everyone how broken Happy Chaos really is, right? She was the first Evo champion with Happy Chaos. And when you look at the foundation that she laid, like the blueprint of how to play Happy Chaos at the super, like the 0.1% level of Strive, Umisho is the person that laid the blueprint for that. And holy shit, she was insane with Happy Chaos. I did really love her Soul era as well. Her Soul bad guy era was probably one of my favorite eras, right up there with always getting Tuyara. Tuyara is the Kai player and Tatuma is the Soul player, right? And then there's also, yeah, Vasantres versus Deluxe. That's happening right now, winner side. There's an OG Soul player as well. I think he won like the first Arc World Tour. I can't remember his name. OG Soul player. Listen, once you get locked in with the Japanese, It's hard to get out, man. Okay, looks like the game is about to get underway. Chipotle in bio. Yes, Tatuma. Tatuma is the soul player that I'm talking about. I feel that Umisho's soul was right up there with Tatuma. Tatuma definitely refined what soul gameplay looked like at high level, but I really did love when Umisho was playing soul bad guy. Vasandres with the Kai pick. Favoring the guy into the Bedman matchup. Oof. Woo! Vapor thrust point blank, nobody home. I'm surprised Deluxe let you off with just a scratch of that interaction, but making up for it right now. Oof. Damn, this pressure is ridiculous. Beyblade into the corner. The Rasengan to break the wall. Hard knockdown. What's for breakfast? Deflect shield. Hits him with the thorn in the side. Listen, Clueless saying, Vasantres, avenge me. That may just motivate Deluxe even more. Yep, it is Mochi. No, not Mochi. I'm gonna Google that shit quickly. Arc World, poor soul, bad guy, winner. Yep, it is Mochi. It is Mochi. Damn. DXD with the facts and the receipts.
Instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts, heaven or hell.
It was Mochi in 2022. They won over TY.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I'm just looking at the previous Arc World Tour final winners. Damn, Goichi really, it was really farming DNF duel with Windmaster in 2022. Oof.
Duel 2.
Vasander is getting absolutely blended right now. Early press towards the corner. Oof. Like, one of the things that Deluxe does really well is how they just move in and out of error state, enhancing all Bedman's shenanigans, and then just using it to just keep you locked down in this like perpetual blender of hold this mix. And that 8-way dash is absolutely pivotal to how Deluxe structures the offense here. But oof, Rasengan, eat that. Wantachi, damn, the tap dust PRC mix, disgusting. you a uni player, like that's a game that I always wanted to get into. Fiber supplement. So what Deluxe is actually saying is that they stay regular on whooping that ass.
Mankind knew that they can. Duel 1.
I know Uni is great, but it's one of those games that I just don't know enough people to justify buying the game. Like, I watch a lot of Uni. Like, whenever anything Uni is on, I'm always watching Uni things. Byakuya, he's like one of my favorite characters in the game. And then, what's the character's name with all the blades just suspended, like all around him? That's the other character that I really love about that game. And the chick with the guns, I like her as well. Yep, I think it's Kuon. He's the dude that's bare chest with the blades just suspended in mid-air. He has like, I think 8 or 9 blades that are just like suspended in mid-air, and he just like walks with aura. Like, he just looks like, yeah, I'm the coolest thing in the whole world. Nothing is nicer than me. But yeah, Byakuya, so dope. So dope. Like, he's got this whole arachnid slash dagger, I'm a death by 1,000 cuts character, and he's like the people that play him, like the setups are so insane. I think it's the UK player Mo that plays Kuon. He's got an insane Kuon. Like, Mo's always, if not top 3, top 8. Damn. The Vasantres Unica OS just a little bit too late into the set. Like, I said this to someone else now the other day. Like, if you know that you have a secondary or a character that you prefer into a matchup, right? If you are having doubts after losing the first match with the character that you lost with, you switch in the second game, because then you give yourself a game to adapt, and then in the third game you sort of have that, okay, I have another game leverage. Because if you switch to the character that you feel you're going to do better with in the third game, then you just shit out of luck if you lose, because then you can't get anything out of that afterwards. But is what it is. It's one of those things. That is going to be 3-0 to Deluxe over Vasantres. So Vasantres moving down into the losers bracket. Man, I don't want to be in that losers bracket when Vasantres get there, but chances are that I might. So it is going to be DXD2 versus YBP. Don't know if we're going to see the Queen D. And I also don't know how YBP feels about the Slayer into the Queen Dizzy matchup. Maybe they both start with the secondaries and switch to the mains? Need to practice your Yuzu nonsense. I actually need to watch some Uni again and just see. Oh? Both of them went for characters that I was not expecting.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the
Need to hop on Leaverless. Listen, Clueless, ain't no shame in the game. I got me a Leaverless a year ago, and it was probably the best decision that I ever made for playing fighting games as a senior citizen. It really does shave off a few years. Yep. Attack of the Clones versus Luke Skywalker. Oh, what a clip on the 5S. Not the 5S, the close slash. The close S. I love the fact that they made Robokai a joke character, but also not a joke character. Sacred Edge to keep the shock state applied. Big stun. charged stun edge into the corner. First round, DXD2. Like, I'd been playing Leveless on my lap since I got it last year, January. And then like for the first 3 months, it was a little bit of a struggle getting used to it because I'd been playing on pad for so long and knowing how to play games on pad. Like, I'd been playing games on pad since the Nintendo Entertainment System days, which was like 1992 when I got one. So I'd been playing games on pad for a very, very long time, and I'd mastered the DP, Tatsu, and quarter circle motions. Oh, what a bait! What a bait on the side of DXD, taking game numero uno in this winner semi set. So I'd been playing pad for like years and years and years, and like, it's like riding a bike. I can still play fighting games on pad, don't get me wrong. It's still second nature to me playing fighting games on pad, but when I got this bad boy, it just opened up fighting games in a whole different way because I was starting to get inputs on the DualShock 5. I was going to get input errors on this thing. Shit. Transition.
Mankind knew that they cannot
Yeah, man.
change society.
Dude, like,
So
all
instead
the
of reflecting
characters
themselves,
on my
they
pad are
made
all the characters that are important to me. Like,
Duel 1.
it's not YBP. YBP didn't get one. DXD got one. All these characters that I have on here, it's Ryu Sakazaki, Terry Bogard, Ken, Kyo Kusanagi, Iori Yagami, and Nagori Yuki. All of these characters revolutionized how I felt about fighting games when I encountered these characters. Terry Bogard from Fatal Fury 1 was just such a cool character because I'd played World Warrior, Street Fighter 2, and I was Ken. Ken was my main because my mentor was a guy named White. The White was my mentor, and he played Ken, so naturally I also picked up Ken. And back then, when you played Street Fighter 2 World Warrior, you couldn't murder match. So if someone played Ken, the other guy couldn't play Ken. You had to play either Ryu or Ken. And when they released Champion Edition, you could murder match. Dude, Terry's been cool in every game that he's ever been in. If you have some money to throw away and you want to try a modern SNK game, pick up City of the Wolves. City of the Wolves is a mad fun game, and that game goes on sale ever so often. Without glazing Street Fighter 6, the version of Terry in Street Fighter 6 and the version of mine in Street Fighter 6 are the best versions of those characters in any version of a game that they've ever been in, with the exception of Terry being absolutely cracked in King of Fighters 97, 98, and maybe I'm missing a few. I think those are the games I personally enjoyed him in. He may have been cracked in other games as well, but he's super fun in 15 as well. And the current version of Terry in City of the Wolves, mad fun. Terry from Smash. Terry not so much. Terry's a fair character. Mai, on the other hand, she's way too good. That character needs to be changed for the competitive health of that game. Way too many people are being carried by Mai in Street Fighter 6. Like, granted, they are good players, but she's giving them mileage and winning them matches that they otherwise won't win if they don't pilot her. Damn it, it's corner pressure. Damn, DXD, relentless with it. Slayer, one of the characters with the weakest defense in the game. Absolute monster on offense, but what does your monstrous offense matter if you can't get a turn? And DXD is just shutting shit down. God damn. Absolute stonks. Pressure in that corner. That man was smothered. He couldn't breathe. Get that man a ventilator. Get him a second pair of lungs as well. He suffocated his ass in that corner. Thou shalt not breathe. I don't want to fight either of these guys. Me neither, bruh. I'm in the losers bracket.
Mankind knew that they Duel 1.
Okay, this DXD 2 to YBP 0. But yeah, I was saying that, yeah, Teddy, I just fell in love with him. So, again, because he's the first fighting game character that I ever played. And then Ryu Sakazaki, I didn't know Robert was as cool, but Ryu Sakazaki and Art of Fighting took me away from Street Fighter. Not Fatal Fury? Art of Fighting took me away from Street Fighter. Damn, the Slayer blender is getting started. Oof. They need to make Slayer better in this game though. Not broken, just better. They need to change a couple of things to make him viable. I feel that he's still good, but they nerfed him a little bit too hard. They need to maybe just rework some of these things. But Slayer's a difficult character to balance because he's either busted or he's ass. Those are like the only two options that you have with Slayer. Bunker loops were so gas. I remember seeing what's Unisho's partner's name? They were a Leo player before. And ooh, big 2H. No, we burst those. Tick throw into the corner. DXD2 final game potential final out. Razzo, there we go. Razzo had an insane release Slayer. Holy shit. Pile bunker loops into Mappa Anshi full charge. Oh lord. Oof. Could potentially take a game here. YBP. Oh, big smack on the overhead, but you know what? Works out. Man derailed my entire train of thought. Like when he landed the first overhead, I was gonna say some shit, and then I was like, "Oh, he's woofing, could potentially lose the round here." And then he just did it again. It was like, "Bleh, shut up, Five. What do you know?" Yep, overhead so nice. He had to do it twice. Cheese with the assist.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
But yeah, man, I love Levelers. I don't know how the pro players that play on PS5 pad are able to get their inputs as accurate. It's maybe just a case of I don't spend enough time playing on pad, mastering pad in the way that they have. But I will say that on DS4, my inputs were way more accurate. I even have a DualShock 3 pad that I still have because I still have a PS3. And my DS3 pad also feels a lot cleaner and a lot tighter when it comes to doing motion inputs on it. What a throw. Interrupting the pressure. But maybe just because I'm old, man. Maybe my reactions are just ass on pad right now. Maybe pad is a young man's game. So it's not just me. Okay, I appreciate the fact that there's other people that are also able to recognize the same things I identified. Damn, YBP bringing us back from the butt crack. It is 2 games to 2. Man, the potential reverse 3-0, yeah, DXD2. I don't want neither of these guys coming down into the losers bracket. You play analog. Dude, if you can master analog, respect to you. Analog feels way too loose for me. Way, way too loose. Like, it just, it's way too loose.
Mankind knew.
I
Duel
went
1.
down 2-1, Katsu. YBP pulled out the Chip Xanath and smoked my ass. Listen, Vasantres, I 100% agree with you there. 100% agree with you. The D-pad on the Xbox is the best D-pad for playing fighting games, but the placement is absolute dog shit. The Xbox pad is the best pad for playing first-person shooters. If you want to play a first-person shooter, don't play it with a DS5 or PlayStation control. PlayStation controls are made for third-person action-adventure games and fighting games. But if you can master that shit, because I know what's dude's name? Jeez, my brain is failing me this evening. Ending Walker, Street Fighter 6 pro player. He plays with an Xbox pad. And the characters that he plays or has made or cut his name on, which is Ed. Granted, Ed had simple inputs in Street Fighter 5, but he's shown us that in Street Fighter 6, his Ed is as nice, just as nice as this mix on the side of YBP. Now, with the reverse 3-0 and the money button sending him through to winners finals. God damn. He get the dub and the honeys. Slayer is just so suave. I love Slayer's character design. He's just like this whole, the original distinguished gentleman amongst all the vampires. Like, there's the Maker, which is Slayer, and then there's like all his fledglings, and he's just like, yeah, I'm the king of dandy. Nobody else is as cool as me. Oh, I missed the line of conversation here. An 8-bit M30. Listen, I'm not gonna lie to you. If I didn't have, and if I wasn't as happy with this leaverless as I am, because I was pleasantly surprised by how well this leaverless responded, because I was going to get a hitbox, like an original hitbox branded hitbox. And then one of my buddies, Bionic 2307, Street Fighter 6 player and streamer, he got one of AliExpress. What's this company's name? Cosmox. He got the Hot U16. And I looked at it and I was like, I don't need that many buttons. I'm like an old school player. I like, just in terms of finger gymnastics and not hurting my wrist, in terms of having to overreach and just having like comfortable ergonomics, I went for the Hot U12, and it's the best controller I've ever bought. And I have gang controllers, guys. Gang controllers. I bought mine off AliExpress, this thing. I got off there, and I think I paid with shipping and the dongle that connects to the PS5. I paid 1.2 total, and I think the original hitbox was like some stupid price, like $300 or $200 at the time. When I looked at it, and I was like, nah, bro, I ain't doing that. It is going to be DXD moving down into the losers. Our next match is going to be on the losers side. It's going to be Clueless versus Raiden. This one is for all the marbles chat. Somebody is ending their Crazy 8's run after this, and I need to bear that in mind as well because I'm next. After this, it is me. It is I. It's me versus Override. Damn. Oh, you got the Victrix Pro. Very, very nice. Very, very nice. Like, even the quality of this thing, I am really, really impressed by it because I be mashing these buttons like a mofo. I mash these buttons like it's the arcade era, and I don't actually own this controller, but I have spare buttons there because I busted a few caps already. So yeah, I learned from the last experience that I still have the old school arcade button mashing in me because those buttons were hard as fuck. I have a custom arcade stick that I built that was built for the PS4 era. It's in the garage right now. It's modeled after the old school arcade cabinets, but it's also a damn stick, 8 buttons, and then I think it's got 4 option buttons. And then I also have a Mad Cat Street Fighter 5 custom pad, and then I've got the PS4 and the PS5 pads as well. And then I also had a Spark Fox pad that I played Tekken 7 with. So yeah, I've had quite a number of controllers to play fighting games with over the years. But this is by far my favorite. Like, if my arcade stick was my preferred thing to play fighting games with, but the guy that built the arcade stick is one of my best friends. He moved out of Cape Town. He's in Prince Albert now, and that's like a couple of 100 kilometers from where I stay. And usually when the blades on my arcade stick used to start giving me issues, we'd hang out often because he's also a fighting game player. So we'd hang out often. Like, he has a few custom builds. One of my favorite builds of an arcade stick that he made was a suitcase. He basically took, you know, the metal suitcases that the makeup artists use. He took a long one like that, the almost rectangular one, and he built a fighting stick out of that. And he carried it around like a case, like a briefcase. I shit you not. That is my favorite custom build of his ever. But when he moved out of Cape Town, basically my guy that did my stick maintenance, wait, pause. My guy that did maintenance on my fight sticks was no longer here, so I couldn't, you know, keep my stick in working order. Wait, pause again. I'm really failing at this. I should stop. TLDR, I prefer leverless. Wait, you know what? I'm just gonna shut up. I'm just gonna be quiet. No more stick talk. He really did pull up to locals like it was business katsu. No kak, bruh. It was the funniest thing ever. But eventually, because of compatibility issues with modern games, because the board that he used to build those sticks. You know what, guys? Give me a second. Well, god damn it, they started the next match. I wanted to go and fetch the goddamn stick in the garage. I'm gonna go fetch it anyway. No commentary for like 2 minutes.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
I'm back. What do you mean? Why are we sweating in jail? God damn, this stick feels amazing. Man, I need to get an updated board for this thing. Actually need to take this shit to offlines. But yeah, what was I saying, Vasantres? I mean, Katsu. Yeah, homie used to legit pull up to the offlines with his metal box fight stick. But eventually he settled for the Rap 4. The Rap 4 is like one of the most legendary fight sticks of the mid 2010s. It was like the preferred stick that most pro players used in that era. And so he's got one of those like to this day. But you know what? Life has taken my homie in the direction of not having as much time to play fighting games, and we must pray for him that, you know, one day he finds his way back into the FGC. This is it, guys. This is my original baby. Damn, the camera isn't doing it justice. There we go. Old school shit.
Man. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Yo guys, did I miss a game? Ah, that's not a hitbox, bro. This is an OG arcade stick. This was like, this is modeled. Oh, the green screen is eating. God damn. I think the score is 2-0. You guys can just keep me honest if I'm missing any. Yeah, I got it right. Appreciate you, D. Oh, spinning dog kick. Baited. Kai beats Geo? Not in this timeline. Damn, I think I may have treated you too harshly. The stick is wonderful. Who's asked to unlock the Sharingan? Why not just go straight for the Rinnegan? Just one time. Just go for the perfected version of it. Oh, the air to air. Potential final game, final round here for Clue. Raiden stealing this man's soul at the end of that last round, building that 50% tension, no wall splat, but staggered pressure into the corner. Oh, gets clipped with the DP. 100%, dude. Oh, baits out the burst. The awareness on the side of Raiden taking that one. 3-0 over Clue. GG's Clue. Appreciate you pulling up this evening for number 8 of Guilty Gear Strive 4 Crazy 8's, but damn, Raiden looking absolutely clean. Raiden said he did not want to meet either of these guys, and the classic Raiden versus DXD2. If it's not Raiden versus Monarch, it's Raiden versus DXD. But right now, it is going to be me versus Override. Let me put this old ass boomer stick down. Override, pull up. Pull up. GeoChamp, go hard. She's broken. Look, Override plays Nagori Yuki, right? So he's going to be aware of what my win conditions are, and he's playing. So it's a Nago mirror. So it's basically first one to not pop.
Duel 1.
Yo! Fresh meat versus the bulldog. You think you slick, huh? No! Got clipped. Got clipped. Damn, big round start. Jump heavy. Damn. Oh, the delay on the close slash. Sneaky, sneaky. God damn. 5H. Now I know how that feels. Let's go gambling. That's cock funny. That is cock funny. Yo, why did I leave?
Are you ready? Duel 1. Let's rock. Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock. Max. Positive.
Ooh, nice bait. Nice bait, brother. How did I pop me? Ah, super. Swear I did.
Duel 3. Let's rock. Slap. Are you ready?
Man, I hate Nago and Nago violence. We brothers though. Why are we out here hurting each other for entertainment of other people?
Duel 1. Let's rock.
Biting over the last imigiri. Ouch. It's gonna clip. I'll take the trade.
Duel 2.
Sin versus sin. Peak. I agree. Damn. Oof. Oof. What? That doesn't work anymore?
Slap.
I'm blessed to never fight the Unica mirror. Listen. I have seen more Unicas popping up in the TNS brackets though. Yes, he does.
Are you ready?
Oh man, don't want the mirror smoke. I think Unique is one of the characters that people are only really picking up right now because of all the changes that happens and people are exploring a lot more. But
Duel
she's been a good character, man. Oh. Damn, too close. Man trying to put the cheeks on me? Oh, snap! Damn. I don't get those no more? Damn. Still got clipped. I wasn't ready for the Gigantic.
Duel 2.
I was not. Deal. Deal, Vasantris. Deal. Damn.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Uh-oh. I can't block slide it. I don't have life. Damn it. If you want Bedman matches, you should play deluxe, but that's gonna be trial by fire. But I assure you, once you come out there, you'll have a better understanding of the Bedman matchup, and you'll probably
Duel 1.
do better into it.
Let's rock.
Damn, I was updating scores. Bro, my pot butts me. Again? Dead? God damn.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Shoo.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Damn, blockbuster from there. Criminal. Well, guys, I tried. GG's over that. GG's. I was not expecting that to end that way. I was like, okay, this kills, trip kills, but no, it didn't. It did not. GG's override. 3-2. The Potemkin switch worked. All right, that is it for my crazy 8's run this evening. Thank you so much for watching me get absolutely smoked by the Potemkin. So we are going to continue the matches. It's going to be DXD versus Red. We're going to get Vasantris versus Override, and then we're going to move up to winners final. It's going to be Deluxe versus YBP. I should consider joining and showing you guys that, you know what, I'm not just a washed up old Nago ass player, but yeah, I should probably try and get more of these in. Appreciate you, cheese. Okay, I am spectating for the rest of the evening. No more
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed the beasts. Heaven or hell.
死の物質は見えた。
それ考えてきたセリフですか？
Giovanna versus Chaos. Duel 1. Let's rock.
I think I nicked the cable again. I gotta stop stretching my legs. I just need to sit still. Like a choir boy. I keep nicking the mic cable and then the mic cable disappears. Never apologize for winning ever in your life. Damn, happy chaos? Damn, I know chat was saying they hate Geo, but that was for Sandres, not DXD. We also hate Happy Chaos. I think we might hate Happy Chaos more than we hate GOD.
動かないで。
I'm gonna need the law on that, Vasantres. Did Katsu suggest that Deluxe picks up Bedman? Yeah, one of the things I love about running Strive tournaments is that whenever I check the time, I surprise myself like, oh shit, it's 9:30. Oh shit, it's 10:30. Oh shit, it's past my bedtime. Why am I still up? Strive just has, it just does that. It's just a game that no matter how much time passes, I never feel the time passing. And it's one of the few fighting games that I've played in my life that has that effect. The other one that makes me feel like that when I'm playing it is City of the Wolves. That game is so much fun to play. Once you understand how the game systems work, it's just so much fun to play. And the dopamine hit that you get in Strive when you land your win condition, it has the same effect. Another game that also made me feel like that was KOF 14. These old heads crying over nothing really. Damn, does Pyro still play this game? Pyro had some disgusting Ramlethal in season 1 and 2. Used to play Pyro quite a lot. Like, I know Pyro don't play fighting games like he used to. Pyro is nice. Pyro is real nice. He's on and off? Okay, got you. Yeah, me and Pyro go way back, bro. I still run into Pyro at offlines every now and then. When we do Red Bull Golden Letters for Comic Con, I always run into him and damn, spinning dog kick counter off the Kamdapa. I respect it. Oh, you picked up Johnny as well? Damn. I did not know he picked up Johnny, but then again, like, I don't really frequent in the SAFGC Discord because the Guilty Gear community was mostly on the WhatsApp side, because when Strive dropped, like, a lot of the people on the SAFGC Discord were like just trashing Strive because they were all Rev 2 players and they were just like, yeah, Strive is cuck, it's the worst thing that ever happened to Guilty Gear. And like, I just wasn't vibing with that because I feel and I still think that Strive is not just a great Guilty Gear game. I feel like Strive is just a great fighting game in general. A lot of the people on the SAFGC Discord were new game bad, old game good bullshit, and I just wasn't down with that because a lot of what was happening with Strive is that there was such a large amount of people that were really having fun with the game, and that's what actually led to me starting the online tournament, because I played in one of my homies tournaments. The guy that actually got me into TOing and casting and everything that culminated into what it is right now, my homie Sins. I think the results should still be up on Challenge somewhere. I think the first Strive tournament that I ever played in, I think I placed 4th, and it was mostly because I didn't have the Malia matchup knowledge, but I did come from winner's side into losers final, so I had quite a decent run with Nago. And because I wasn't someone that knew what was actually, I got into the SAFGC Discord through the WhatsApp group because someone said there was a Strive tournament happening, and I was like, fuck it, I'll run the tournament, I'll run the set. And that's how I got into the FGC Discord, and I just never vibed with the way the people in that Discord will trash games that they don't play, or that they don't really play in the same way that other people are. But like, dude, just because you aren't enjoying something doesn't mean you must make it cuck for everyone else. Like me, bro. Grow the fuck up. If we all live with the mentality that just because we don't like something, it's cuck, then how are you gonna gain perspective on anything in life? Because that really speaks to your limitations as a human being, and how your limited understanding is actually preventing you from growing in spaces and ways that you otherwise don't know you could. Dude, I don't give a fuck about Rev. Rev sold 80,000 copies lifetime. Strive has sold upwards of 10 million, which is the better game. Rev did absolutely nothing for Arc System Works as a company. Arc System Works was living paycheck to paycheck, trying to keep the lights on. They had to do third-party work for other developers so that they could go home in the evening and put food on the table. Dude, it's so easy. Game is not for me. GG's. Simple. But to fucking drag the game and trash the game because it's not the game that you play or that you enjoy, it's just a mindset that I can't get into, because I love SNK games. I grew up playing King of Fighters, but I don't like KOF 15. I still bought it 4 times. I still bought all the DLC. Why? Because I love SNK as a company. Just because I don't vibe with what they are doing with KOF doesn't mean that I'm now going to stop supporting SNK as a company. I buy all the DLC for Strive, and I haven't played any other characters in this game other than Nago and Potemkin. I played Sin a little bit. I love Sin. But there's just something about Nago that every time I think of playing a different character, I just feel like, but Nago's cool as fuck. Nago just checks all the boxes on a character that I enjoy playing. Strive just checks all the boxes on a game that I enjoy playing. I don't play fighting games as much as I want to because I'm so focused on creating sustainable space for our competitive scene. So my energy is devoted to doing that instead of talking shit about games that I don't like. I got into Strive purely by accident. And when I say by accident, I mean by the most random circumstances of events in the history. Because my buddy, Rajikage, we were playing Tekken 8, not Tekken 8, I'm talking Tekken 7 at the time. And we'd been doing offline sessions for Tekken since Tekken 5 DR and PSP, right? So we'd been playing fighting games. Also on my PSP, I had Neo Rage emulator with all the SNK classic games on. So I used to jam a shit ton of classic SNK games, right? Damn, TXT bringing the shit back. And then he told me, like, yo, Five, there's a new Guilty Gear out. I was like, there's a new Guilty Gear out? Like, I haven't played Guilty Gear probably since PlayStation 2 era. And I was like, yeah, cool, I'll check it out. And then when we got into the beta, I went through the character select screen. I only ever played Sol Bad Guy in Guilty Gear games previously, so I went through the character select and I saw a samurai with a cool as fuck mask, with a Michael Jackson coat, a pair of knockoff Yeezys, all these belts going in different directions, and what really locked me in was the size of his sword. Yes, I'm a sucker for guys with big swords. Okay, guys, I am yapping uncontrollably right now. Is the score 2-2 or is it 2-1? Will there be run the sets for Avatar? There definitely will be run the sets for Avatar. I just haven't picked up the game yet purely because I want to play Token Beta this weekend and I'm super hyped for that shit. DXD won twice and Raiden did 2. I won 1 against Epic Chaos. So then it's 2-2. Okay, bet we can move from there. Do we all agree that it's 2-2? No. I counted 2 games for DXD. DXD can also keep us honest here if we are talking shit. Okay, if we all agree it's 2-1, then it's 2-1. So Raiden 1, DXD 2. I do not have any issue with that. But yo, Basantres, how you got into Strive is exactly how I got into Strive, purely by accident. You were struggling to get matches on KOF 15. Damn, I did not pick you for a KOF 15 player. What I did not like about KOF 15 and what I still don't like about KOF 15 is the fact that the entire offense of that game is structured around pushing for low confirms. Like there's all this baiting and switching and running around, and the first person to get a low confirm is the first person to score a knockdown, and then the pressure snowballs from there. I don't like that. I feel like the KOF formula needs to be redefined. It's stuck in 2002 because that's how we played KOF in 2002. I even did shit for KI. You can ask Stains. We did shit for KI on when I used to host Crazy 8's on my old channel, on my personal channel before We took shit seriously as a TO and rebranded. Yeah, we did shit for KI, bro. I'm not opposed to doing anything for any game. If the amount of people that want to play are there, right? That's me. I have almost every fighting game except Uni. I need to get Uni. KI is free to play, but I think Katsu can correct me here. The characters are rotational, so they onboard you into the game free, and the best version of the game to buy is the version on the Microsoft Store, not the Steam version. God damn. Dude, KI is sick. KI is like Mortal Kombat and Street Fighter had a baby. And like the layers and the mind games that goes into KI with like breakers and counter breakers, that shit is a joy to watch. Like the first time I ever heard of KI, I was walking into Wonderland at Cape Town Station, and all I heard was Ultra Combo, and that was loud as fuck. Cape Town Station Wonderland was a huge ass arcade, and from where the cabinet was to where I walked in, me hearing that game captured my attention all the way from the entrance, and I was like, what the fuck is this? Yeah, damn, I gotta go check that out. That is exactly how I felt when I heard Ultra Combo. And then I picked Jade, and then I was into KI. And then KI just disappeared off the face of the earth for a very, very long time. And then when KI came back, it was exclusively on Xbox One. And that time I was in my PC era. I wasn't gonna buy Xbox One just to play KI. Granted, I now have an Xbox One and KI, and I have KI on PC and I have it on Xbox. Yeah. 100% agree with you, Vasantres. Oh, what a float. ERC, big confirm. 2 stacks of tension on the side of DXD, but will he ever get to cash it out? Because Raiden is sticking to that ass like white on rice. PRC should be dead. No one lost interaction. G to the GGs. It is the big cheese. Moving on the loser side of this bracket. Next up, it is going to be Override versus Vasantres. Damn, looks like we're gonna get the Raiden versus Vasantres run back. If Override doesn't pull a spanner and throw it in the works. My bracket demon. You also want to die from Geofeed? Time to lab Cora. Yo, Doom, did you pick up Avatar Legends? No stress, Katsu. Get that young man to bed. Rest is important for these growing whippersnappers, man. Appreciate you showing up, dude. But yeah, we're definitely running Avatar Legends at some point. For August, I think we're gonna rotate Avatar Legends and Tokon. Be sure to watch you take the toonie. Bet. I'm here to witness greatness. Show me the ways of the footsies. Just rearranging my desk here, guys, so I can get my keyboard closer. Okay, our last losers quarters match before we dub up the winners finals override versus Vasantres. Vasantres, not sure who they're gonna start this with. Yo, Juju! I'm chilling, bro. I'm chilling. How you been? How are you? Popping in to watch the Guilty Gear Strive action with us.
Mankind
Juju, you should play Guilty Gear, my guy. Now that you got a PC, Strive goes on sale quite often, dude. Guys, if you don't know who Juju is one of the best top 5 Street Fighter 6 players in South Africa. I'd say top 3, if I'm gonna be completely honest. It's Javi, Mark, and then Juju. That's no glaze, that's me, that's my honest top 3 pick of the top 3 Street Fighter players in this country. Yeah, man, we vibing over here too, dude. Just having a grand old time, talking fighting games and yapping about Guilty Gear Strive, bruh. Juju, if I remember correctly, you said you started playing fighting games with DBFZ, right? Give us Santri's getting the big 5 edge pressure started earlier. Oof. With the laser taser. Shimmy mix, BRC into the corner we go. No landing on the overhead. Back throw now by Override. 2K2D, hammer fall. PRC to keep our turn. Burst off the gun, but trying to stay alive here. Vasantres with a stack of tension goes for the fast RC gun dipper. We reset neutral and we take game number 1. You need water? Here you go, bruh. Have some juice, my guy. Yeah. Have some of my juice. I'll have a sip for you. That's how you know you played a banger of a set, man. If your hands are still shaking after the set, that's how you know you played a banger. My wife buys the Oras Mango. That shit is gas. Like, that shit is absolute gas. Like, I was a little bit skeptical about Oras Mango because when it comes to Oras, I'm a little bit of a purist. And I only want the OG. But then my homie recommended, he's like, yo, 5, you gotta try Oras Mango. And I'm a creature of habit when it comes to flavors and shit like that. So I wasn't really open to it at first. But one day my wife and I were at Checkers and then looked at the bottle and I was like, you know what? I've wasted 55 rand on worse things. I'll give Oras Mango a try. And now Oras Mango is all I do. Guy, Oras Mango, ice cold. That shit is delicious. Yo, Deadly! What's up? One of the OGs for the community. Been holding down the scene for years. Oh, the gun dipper. Yo, Deadly, we just having a grand old time, bro. We just chilling, talking fighting games. The players are actually doing all the heavy lifting. I'm just here yapping. The BRC into the tap tap. Damn, 2S and a dream. Vasantres 2-0 override. Yo, Deadly, when you running crazy 8's for Strive again, bro? Last week is not last week. Damn. Guys, I think my brain just fried. Next week, is potentially going to be the last one for Strive for a bit, because Tokon comes out in the first week of August, and we're gonna try and rotate some Avatar Legends as well as Tokon for the month of August. Just put that in the rotation and see how it feels. But yeah, man, I love the fact that you guys still show up for this game whenever we have a bracket for it. This game is just always gonna hold a special place in my heart. It's right up there with Street Fighter 2, KOF 94, Real Bout Fatal Fury 2, King of Fighters. Yeah. You on vacay next week? You think you can run it? 100%, bro. I'd love to see you throw hands, man. Like, there's so many dope players in this community right now. I legit thought that you were the person that put Deluxe onto Bedman. Because when I saw Deluxe play Bedman, it really had shades of Deadly. It was giving me all the... Oh, that looked like some Deadly attacker shit right there. You need to display the Venom supremacy. You need to put the balls and stick on screen. Damn, this just... Guys, do my eyes deceive me, or is that big ass thing that was standing in the middle of the screen before that? I'm not sure if that's a Zeppelin or some mechanical monstrosity. It looked like a gunblade. What are the blades called that Sol and Unica uses? I just call it a gunblade because it reminds me of a gunblade from Final Fantasy VIII. It's one of Ramsword's bet. I'm 100% convinced this game is just FGC Star Wars. One family trying to assert dominance over the whole universe and then fucking up the timeline for everyone. Oh, Vasantris smelt the hurt of that potbuster. Burst immediately. Vasantris trying to close this out, keep it clean with 3-0 to move on into that winners semis match versus Cheese. The big cheese biffer. Rain put the boots and the foots in your sneakers. One touch scenario here, the big. Is that a 5S? Is that a 5H? GG's Vasantris. Moving on. 3-0 versus Override. Yo, I gotta play this game more. Okay, we're gonna move up to your winners final. It's gonna be Deluxe versus YBP. Yo, Deadly, now you get to see that Bedman action I was talking about, bro. It really do be looking like you and Deluxe were sharing homework. I don't know who YBP is gonna bring though. Who does YBP like into the Bedman matchup? Is it the Chip? Chip gets smoked though. Both characters, I feel like Chip's defense is a little bit better into Bedman because he has a DP, but also DP gets baited, boom, Chip dies. Then we have Slayer, which sucks on defense, but once he does get in, it's a little bit hard to get out. But then again, Deluxe got that defense, man. So I don't know, bro. This one is a little bit tricky to call here. The Bedman versus Slayer. Okay. Yep, Bed versus Slayer is pretty good for Bed. I agree. He does not have meterless reversal and has to hard commit to open you up, whereas you can assert the win con and pressure, whether from full screen or from up close. Man, why I'll skip the intros? Overhead. Nice back throw by Deluxe. I thought YBP got the back throw. 2K 2D. Side switch, big 2H. Pile bunker loops, Mappa Hanchi for the neutral skip. Yo, if I'm YBP, I let the Mappa Hanchi rip here, bro. Full charge Mappa Hanchi. But the Lux fighting back. They ain't going out like that. Damn, so much pressure. Rasengan. Oof. That was looking like a YBP round until it wasn't the YBP round. YBP trying to get the big 2H starter from distance. But the Lux using that 8-way movement to snipe out and keep these plus frames. Ooh, hold this mix 6P. Trying to escape this corner. The side switch. Oof. Just spacing that Mappa punch just a little bit too close for comfort. Gets back thrown. And now we're back to square one as far as trying to get this pressure going. Oh, 2H lands again. BRC, we make it safe. Overhead, YRC, keep him out. No, cannot. No resources available on the side of YBP to make that interaction safe. Unlucky rubber ducky. Yo, Raiden, Vasantra is just ignoring the fact that you exist, bro. Sup, Franco?
Change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they
We chilling on some big Guilty Gear Strive action, man. Yo, we hit 140 followers. Shout out to all of y'all for clicking the button, man, and showing up week in and week out. It's amazing to me that you guys show up to listen to me yap about fighting games for 3 to 4 hours, 3 nights a week. It's mad consistency on your side. Ooh. Gets clipped.
Duel 2. Let's rock.
Oh yeah, Bedman be putting people to sleep, Franco. And this is some of the top 1% Bedman gameplay you will ever see. Like the setups, the pressure, the movement, everything about the way Deluxe play this character is peak, bro. Peak Bed gameplay. Yo, listen, LCZ, we do this 3 times a week, bro. Tekken 8, Street Fighter 6, Guilty Gear Strive is rotational. So for the month of August, we're gonna put Strive on the back burner for a little bit. We're gonna give Tokon and Avatar some screen time, and we're gonna see what is gonna be the best way to work out our schedule going forward, because I'm loving Tokon. Not gonna lie, I'm a big Marvel fanboy. Not just the games, like just Marvel IP in general. So with the launch of Tokon, I'm gonna put spotlight on Token for a little bit and see what Token looks like in terms of numbers. But Strive is never going away. Best believe. We are doing another one for Strive next week. It'll be the last one for Strive. And in August, we're going to rotate between Strive and Token.
Mankind knew that
I don't actually know how many people are picking up Token, but I'm big on Token, man. Yep, Token definitely comes at a good time. I feel like Token is it's going to fill that same space that Fighters used to occupy. The premier anime tag fighter. I know that 2x KO exists, but 2x KO is a different kettle of fish because it's a league game and it has league characters, so it's always gonna have that going for it. But Token is a Marvel game, bro, with Marvel characters made by Arc System Works. Like, that's just like in my head, there's no timeline where that exists, bro, but we exist in the timeline where it does. So Hanji is not upsetting the sheets. I did not know YBP has an Anji. Our premier Anji player, I haven't seen him in a bit. Shout out Shrill Track, one of the OGs of this community, man. The best Anji player and the best Anji down player I've ever met in my whole life. Phil will lie to you and tell you that Anji is not an absolute monster in this game. Okay, we got the Fujin mix. Okay. Yo, Vasantris, don't be like that. Let LCZ live, bro. There is life, but Deluxe trying to snuff out the embers of that flame in a hurry. Full screen error pressure. Man, the 8-way dash putting in work. That Bedman 8-way air dash is disgusting, dude. The way that Bedman players at high level use that 8-way dash to absolutely smoke people. Because it's like the staggered thing, like that, like you expect them in your brain makes the association that Bedman is going to land in the same way that other characters land when they air dash, but nope. Smoked. Damn, that's a clean 3-0, man. Yo, guys, hold up. God damn.
mankind knew
I'm reporting scores.
So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blamed
Let a brother yap.
heaven or hell.
Individuals of culture letting the intros rock.
Unica versus Giovanna. Duel 1.
I don't know why people have this expectation that this is a traditional Marvel game or a traditional fighters game, because I've played both betas and it plays nothing like that. It's a... I'm condensing my thoughts here, Franco, and I'll tell you what it is right now. It's striking this balance between fighters movement or traditional anime movement, because I don't think fighters pioneered instant air dashing. I think Arc System pioneered that shit. It's traditional Axis movement in an anime game, and then it has Guilty Gear meets Grand Blue systems and mechanics. That's what Dokkan is. And then the option to tag characters in and out. But everybody that has played the most recent builds of Dokkan says that it's very different compared to the first two. And I played the first two and I had a shit ton of fun with the first two. The biggest issue I had with the first two that I wasn't able to use the other characters, or I wasn't incentivized to tag in the other characters. It was basically just a 1v1 game with 3 assists, which I'm still fine with because I love playing all of the characters that they had in that game. Captain America specifically surprised me. I mean, white bread never tasted so good. That is probably the sauciest white bread, the sauciest vanilla version of a character that I had ever played in a fighting game. And then as they started revealing the characters for the roster, like, I just locked in more and more. They just kept putting in characters that I really want to play. And again, Arc System works, Marvel. Remove your expectations, dude, and just play the game and accept the game for what it is. It's not Marvel versus Capcom. It's Arc System Works meets Marvel. And they said that from the jump. Like, they said that they thought about everything that has happened with this franchise in the past, and they could have gone to Capcom and said, yo, make another Marvel game. And I'm not going to lie to you and say that I hate the idea of seeing a Marvel game in the current RE engine, because Street Fighter 6 is gorgeous. Street Fighter 6 visually is the best looking 2D fighting game right now. Say what you want.
Mankind
And I
believes
don't
that
put
they
Strive
cannot
in that
change
category because
society.
Strive is an anime game.
Instead of reflecting on themselves, they
The
blame
best looking anime 2D game, Grand Blue Versus. Strive is a close second, and then DBFC.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
But Dokkan as well, holy shit. The fidelity on the Dokkan models over time, like the polish that they added to that shit, oh my lord. Those stages, the attention to detail, the Easter eggs, like even this stage now. Look at that floating castle in the background there, and those clouds. It looks like I'm looking at a watercolor painting, and then as your focus draws closer to the action and you look at the stage, you see like the cloud in the back just moving by at its own pace. These ruins of these destroyed castles, and then when the wall breaks, you go to the other side, and then you get to see a different side of the screen. Damn. Basandra is doing that shit almost on command. Like, look at this. Like, Arc System Works makes the best stages. Arc System Works stage design in anime fighting games. They are the FromSoft of fighting game stage design. I don't care what people say. The names are switched. God damn, I'm busy yapping and talking shit.
Duel 3.
Thank you guys. Thank you. I'm busy crashing out over how much I love Arc System Works. Please excuse the glaze. Like, look at that. I can't even tell you what that is, but from my perspective, it looks like a crater and some huge ass laser shot the shit out of whatever used to exist here. And now this is just the remnants of whatever civilization was here. This shit is beautiful. It's like it captures the chaos that tore this place down, and then like there's like the beauty of what used to be here before it was absolutely decimated. Shout out to Arxis, man. People should stop hating for no reason. I always say that we live in an era where the microcosm of voices always seems the loudest, and it just drowns out the rest of the people for no reason, because we pay attention in the moment so much to the loud minorities that don't like things that we forget that there's actually so much to like about something. I was saying like way early in the stream, like there was just a whole group of people in the SAFGC Discord that were just trashing this game for no fucking reason. I still don't understand it to this day. If you don't fucking like Strive, don't play Strive, but don't drag and trash the game because you don't like it. Skill issue. Maybe play the game for more than 5 minutes before you decide that you don't like it. Yes, it's not Rev 2 because Rev 2 is Rev 2. This is Guilty Gear Strive. If Arxis kept making Rev 2s, they would be out of business and dead today. They would not be a thriving company with full creative control over a Marvel IP and potentially keeping themselves and their families fed for the next 15 years minimum.
Slap. Duel 2. Let's rock.
It's the color switch. The man went from the bright to the dark side. Dude, the way Raiden plays this character, like he's just tapped into this character's soul in a way that only character loyalists can. Oh yeah, the Vasantris bullshit is in full swing now. Man, Vasantris really just been knocking out these perfects to just absolutely stealing the momentum away from Raiden. But round start 5S. The blender is open for business. 50%, thank you, I'll take that. Vasantris is about to get that burst back. Oh man, what a DP. Just stop all that momentum. But Raiden now fishing, looking for the opening that is going to lead to the next bit of damage that they need to potentially close it out. But Vasantris is making sure that Raiden stays on the back foot, forced to spend the tension meter, not going to be able to utilize that buff that she gets from 50% tension. Vasantris with a keep out now. The staggered pokes baits the burst. No confirm that time. Oh, the delay on the jump back. We pop the burst. We get the BRC into the corner.
Slap.
Signs of life. Signs of life. I have no idea. I have no idea who the VA is for Unica. I was saying at the beginning of the stream, like one of the things that I just do when I get a new fighting game is I go into the sound settings and I just switch all the voices to Japanese. Is what it is.
They cannot change society. Duel 1.
Yo, Vasantris is pissed. Okay. Raiden with the Black Air Force energy. Early burst. Does not want to allow Vasantris to gain any momentum. The side switch, Vasantris hit to it though. Unintentionally putting himself in the corner here. The overheads are cashing in and out. Oof. Damn, one confirmed. 35% damage down to the last 25%. The 2K2D overhead. Guess for game. Damn. Vasantris just getting
Duel 2.
good reads on when Raiden is going to crouch block and just sniping it out with the overhead every time. You got a fuzzy block, bro. You got a FD. Oh man, Vasantris is just controlling the mid range right now. Oof. Sanders did not like Raiden winning that last game. Oof. Talk about asserting dominance, man. What a fuzzy block on the tap dust. GG's. That is going to be it for your losers semis match for Sandres. 3-1 over Raiden. Okay, so YBP is chilling in losers finals deluxe, sitting pretty. The path of least resistance, not dropping a game, sitting in grand finals. So this is going to be Vasantres versus YBP. I don't know who YBP is bringing to the party. Oh, my nose is itching. No, not now. Man, they did not wait. They want to throw hands, chat. Vasantres said she's pissed.
Mankind knew that they cannot change society. So instead of reflecting on themselves, they blame the beasts.
Order maintained. GG's. Yo, they didn't stop with a downplay, bro. Lost to a uni player. Wait, YBP as a Nago? Man, YBP is giving me the same vibes like Koregu. Like, how many characters don't you play is the correct question.
Unica versus Nagoriyuki. Duel 1. Let's rock.
Ooh, yep. Damn, with a 5k from there? What are we checking from that distance? Oh, we popped the blood. Yeah. Man, Vasantres knows the Nago matchup way too well. Big confirm. Okay, we pop. We don't go for the baseball swing. Interesting option. Oof. The PRC forward killing YBP. Had he opted for just standard PRC, that would have worked. Could have got 2S into the 5H for the kill. Is what it is though. YBP is a generalist. I respect it over, right? I certainly do. Cassandra is locking down YBP in this corner here. One of the things that Nago struggles with is playing against characters that have mobility. Oh, we popped the burst. Yeah, I mean, why wouldn't you, right? Pixel. Magic Pixel. Yep. She's just locking him down with that laser, bro. And Nago suffers against zoners. Nago does really bad into characters that can zone him out. Why? Because he's losing health every time he tries to advance forward, and out of frustration, you're gonna Fukyo. And Fukyo's gonna rip your blood meat, and once your blood meat is ripped, you pop. And once you pop, you die. But YBP switching to the maker of vampires in the backyard. Oof. Yeah, that was gonna hurt there. I agree with the burst. Sandra is doing really well playing in and out of Slayer's range. Gundapper, corner, staggered pressure, nice fuzzy block, gets clipped. Bunker loops into the wall stick. Damn, look at the damage, bro. Sandra is sniping out the dandy step. Just like that, damn. YBP in the corner. Oh, snipes the landing, recovery frames, bunker loops, pops the burst. Damn, finds the hit, but not the kill. Y or C? YBP. Round number 1. This already looks like a completely different game. Yo, the fact that we keep going to In the Name of Peace as the stage. I don't know whose preferred stage this is, but individual of culture right there. I love this stage as well. Staggered pressure off the gun dip for PRC to make it safe does have an extra 50 bar of tension if they want to get spicy with it. YBP not bursting, holding the mix.
Duel 3. Let's rock.
Bloodsucking Universe? Taking a bite out of the competition. Nice. Oh, big 2H, but no. Drops the combo. YBP, you can't leave the damage on the table, bro. Those are not coming around often, so you gotta make sure when you get those confirms, you are cashing in and out. But the throw now for Santres, forcing this corner pressure or gets clipped with the overhead for trying to move out of dodge. Does YBP gets the confirm. Should get the, no, drops the combo. I was about to say gets the wall splat here. Damn, sniping out the B&B. As for Santres, 2-0. Yo, King Vegeta raiding with the big 20 bomb. Appreciate you pulling up, KV. How you been, my bro? We chilling, bro. Guilty Gear Strive action. This is losers finals. You guys came in at the right time. Deluxe is sitting pretty up in winners. Vasantres is up 2-0 over YBP. We about to get that grind finals action, man. How was the stream though? What happened with ACG shit? Who took the Tekken shit? Yo guys, if you don't know who King Vegeta is, one of the best Reino players in the country. Probably the best Reino player in the country. Mshloni is up there with him. Close second. God damn, perfect. Vasantri setting up to go all the way to the grand finals, taking this with a clean 3-0 over YBP. YBP locked in this corner here. Slayer has no mutilus reversal, so has to respect this pressure. Santres snipes out the movement. Big counter hit. Staggered pressure, pops the burst. We have no more defensive options available. Now he's got to hold all this mixed burst. Santres wants to close this out. Nice air throw. Oh, looking for the overhead. YBP trying to get the party started. Nobody home for the 2H. Gets clipped on the OTG. Tap dust. Nobody home. Why does she have all those options available? God damn. Oh, what? Dude, like, I also stream on Thursdays, so I can't watch. Damn. One of the things about being on air 3 times a week means that the time I get to actually play games and watch other people is severely limited. But what is not limited right now is going to be the amount of bus ass y'all about to see in this winners finals. So the history between these two is that DXD smokes the Vasantres loud pack, right? So it is on Vasantres to move the needle here and deny her bracket demon, which is Deluxe. And Deluxe plays Bedman, one of the trickiest characters to pin down in this game. But then again, the Unica, I feel like Unica is a good pick into that matchup. We're just waiting for our players to queue up here before we get that next match started. Who's gaslighting who, guys? I missed chat while I was busy updating the scoreboard. Yo, did Deluxe bounce? Can we get Deluxe back in here? Damn, why are we catching boots? Why are you putting boots to my head? I ain't do nothing. Wait, who's in the room? Yo, Deluxe is here. Yo, Deluxe. Time to fight. Deluxe be our avenger. Deluxe is in the room. Deluxe is cute. Spectating. Fast versus Deluxe is originally versus Ken. Word. But the Batman matchup is one that you need to play. Why do I blur the screen in the lobby? So that other people don't see the room code and join the lobby. She smokes you, but tonight? Oh, tonight. Yo, like, we've had multiple instances for Street Fighter where people see the lobby code and people just jump in the lobby, bro. People just like join. And then you have to like stop the stream, and then you have to kick people out, and you have to change the room code. Like, there's a lot of admin that comes with displaying the room. So it's just best that we don't do it. Letting the intros rock. I love this. This is one of my favorite things about this game. Is it only Guilty Gear players that let the intro rock? I think it is. Man, I like at the beginning of the stream, I legit said you guys are gonna keep me here for 4 hours. Every set is gonna go final game, final round. But I came prepared. Y'all ain't gonna catch me slipping. I knew we was gonna be here for the long night. We gonna be here for the good time and for the long time. Man, that's one of the best things that they gave Kai Kisuke. The ability to pop the stun edge. It not only works as a fireball tool, but also as a zoning tool to potentially stop any movement. And I can understand why. Man, I got the names mixed again. Goddamn. The yapper in me in carried away as always. Get the Beyblade pressure. Damn. Planted a bomb on that ass. One of the things that people don't do enough in the Batman matchup is take note of the visual cues of when Batman is in error state. Because when Batman is in error state, that's when shit get dicey. And Deluxe does such a good job of hiding when they activate the error state. Like there you can see it. The moment you see that big flash over the Batman head, that's when they activate error state. And error state enhances all these specials. So they get extra properties, extra plus frames, certain moves. Like everything just becomes better. So you're constantly moving in and out of install state. Yeah, that's dead. God damn. Deluxe game number 1 in a hurry. Man, if it goes like this, we're gonna be done in like the next 3 to 5 minutes. So I don't know what Vasantres has in mind to stop this mechanical monstrosity. Why does Batman's bomb stagger? Once she enhances the error state, then they get plus frames off the bomb. you need to know what Bedman is doing in order to fight against Bedman.
Mankind
Also,
knew that they
Bedman
cannot
does really well into characters. Yep, it God crushes. Bedman does really well into characters that does not have safe options. But also a lot of what Bedman is doing is also Deluxe playing an extremely high level Bedman and also having matchup knowledge and playing into Vasantres, knowing Vasantres, knowing the Kai matchup, knowing Bedman. All those things are a factor here. Damn! That killed? Shit. I was not ready for that. How do we make GGST a single player game? Play GGST Overture. Game still holds up really well. Damn, full screen? Error mix? Like, here's something that you need to take cognizance of, Franco. In the first round, Vasantres was rushing down, right? Then in the second round, what did Deluxe do? Adapted, started playing zone game. Now, third round, what is Deluxe doing? Back to the rush down. Oh, we miss on the wall break, but does not matter. We clip those recovery frames. Perfect game. Deluxe 2-0. Potential final game here for number 8 for Guilty Gear Strive on another set. Deluxe. Every time she enters the bracket, Deluxe be putting bed to ass. Putting these other backyard dwellers to rest. She really do be nice like that.
Duel 1. Let's rock.
This is a hidden vanquisher set. 100% correct override. No, I don't think so, Franco. I don't think that you win in Strive based on the character you pick. I think you win in Strive based on your matchup knowledge and how well you know what your character's win condition is and how well you can assert your character's win condition. So with Bedman, Bedman's win condition is making sure that they stay in error state, because in error state everything they do is enhanced. So it's a combination of Deluxe knowing how to weave in and out of error state and then also using error state to keep her turn. She's constantly stealing turns and taking a turn, and she's using Bedman's entire kit. You'll notice that Deluxe is almost never stationary. They're always moving, always plotting. Damn, big charge dust. Man, what a dust combo. It looked like they were like suspended in mid-air. Nah, Happy Chaos. We were saying this earlier. Happy Chaos just got picked up by high-level players that understood how to abuse the character and the things that made the character broken. Not everyone that picked up Happy Chaos was able to play Happy Chaos at the same level that Jack, Umisho, and Leffen were able to do. Those are all super high level 1%er players. But speaking of 1%ers, that is going to be another one in the bag for Deluxe. I think that is Deluxe's third CRZY 8's win. Deluxe really do be putting these people to rest, man. Bed to ass. It's time to sleep. Nighty night. And on that note, guys, I am going to say au revoir, farewell. That is it for CRZY 8's for this week. Monday, we are back with qualifier number 2 for Tekken 8. And we will be doing another one for Guilty Gear. So Guilty Gear 9 happening for Crazy 8's next week. If you do want to stay tapped in with us in everything that we're doing, exclamation RTS, exclamation AFGC, and exclamation Discord. We post the sign up links in the WhatsApp announcement groups for the African fighting game channels, and then also in the official Run the Set Discord, where you can also find all the sign up links. So Crazy 8's does fill up because we can only accommodate 8 players because, you know, small community, and we do arcade mode Nago. That is crazy. Exclamation AFGC if you want to pop that one in there as well. That's where you can find us, where we post the signups for all the tournaments that we run. We do post content to YouTube on the daily as well. We do post content to TikTok, Instagram, and the Boomer platforms as well. So yeah, if you want to keep up with us and tapped in with us and everything that we're doing, go and click the links. But for me, guys, shout out to everyone that was chilling with us for the last 3 hours and 40 minutes. You know, the Strive guys, week in and week out, you guys make sure that we stay here for a solid nothing less than 3 hours. Like Street Fighter, Tekken, they all run 2 hours, 30 minutes, under 3 hours. But Strive, full on 4 hours, top to bottom, baby. But I always have mad fun with everybody that shows up. Thanks for hosting. Thanks for showing up, bro. You guys enjoy whatever it is you're going to do for the rest of your Thursday night. Marvel Token Beta goes live in South Africa tomorrow, 9 a.m. If you want to get a feel for the game, if you are unsure about whether or not you want to part with 70 USD, tomorrow you get to play the game for 3 days. Training mode, online, offline, lobbies, the whole caboodle is available to you. I will be running exhibition sets on Run the Set for Token on Sunday because the beta ends on Monday. I'll be posting the sign up links. What's tomorrow? Friday. I'll be posting the sign up links during the course of tomorrow. So if you want to take part in the exhibition for Token, we're doing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 first to fives. And then there's going to be a bonus set as well. So 10 people can sign up, and then we're getting a bonus set as well. But yeah, safety boots, that is going to be it from me. Enjoy the rest of your Thursday evening. Peace.
Fuck